Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. You're watching Haja Chana. Today I'm going to take you through my home muscle building series programs. What you're going to go through today is my HAD workout routines, which is the abbreviation for the Home Alone Dumbbell Routines. So all you're going to need for these workouts is dumbbells, and these are going to be the most simplest piece of equipment that you can have at home, that you can store safely, and you want to make sure they're interchangeable dumbbells so you can change weight load when necessary. Today's workout, I'm going to focus on working chest, biceps and abs. We're going to work in a style of superset training to make sure that we're using time wisely and keeping things really efficient to build muscle and try to finish workouts within a 30-minute period. So these workouts are going to be great if you're looking to build that muscle, you want to work out from home, you need limited equipment, and you only want to work out around 30 minutes and still get good muscle gains. These are the workouts that you need to follow. So guys, these exercises are going to also be set in specific ways that is going to be suitable for the weight that you're going to be able to lift. So we don't want to be lifting heavy. We're just concentrating on the failure of muscle to build muscle. So the exercise routines are put in such a way you don't have to have massive weight loads. You don't need massive weight load just to build muscle. So we're going to put exercises in that certain way so you don't have to lift so heavy and still able to capitalize and build that muscle. And as you go through the workout, even if you're pushing onto exercise, you could lift heavier, but you'll find that your muscle might slightly start to fatigue during that period, so you won't have to have so much weight load at home. So let's get started. I'm going to take you into the first two exercises. I'm going to be supersetting a chest and a bicep exercise. Guys, when you're doing these supersets, you want to make sure both exercises are ready, because you want to go back to back before taking that short rest, which is going to be around 60 seconds is the strict rest that you want to take, and then going back into the superset. So make sure you have both set up. So I've got the dumbbells ready, and we're going to be doing hammer curls with the dumbbells. That's going to be the second exercise. The first exercise is going to start with a reverse palm push-up. So we're going to be focusing on building the rear tricep head, as well as getting the lift on the lower end of the chest and the width as well. So for this exercise, if you find that you're finding it difficult, you want your knees on the floor when you're doing the reverse push-up, then make sure you grab yourself a pad, and you're going to also need it for the exercise for the dumbbells, because we're doing kneeling hammer curls. So grab yourself something soft, or a pad or a pillow at home, just to put your knees on. Unless you're working on carpet, great, but if it's a hard floor, then make sure you grab something just to get a bit of comfort here. So you're trying to go in for a full push-up, so going in a reverse palm and then getting up. So if you're finding it very difficult to get rep range, we're aiming somewhere between the 6 and 15 rep range. So here you want to line up those palms with the chest, so they're going to be, your fingers are going to be behind your shoulders, and that's you're going to be working your chest effectively. Otherwise, you're going to find that you're working your shoulders if you bring them too forward. And you're trying to get your chin down to the ground, get your stomach down to the ground, keep that straight line through the shoulders to the heels. And we're going to move straight into those hammer curls. So keeping your knees on a more soft surface. Just coming up in that kneeling position. Keeping your weights facing forward. So you've got your palms facing inside towards your thighs. And then just keeping those elbows tucked in beside the core. Just bring those dumbbells to the shoulders and squeeze at the top. And avoid the swinging of the dumbbells as you come down. Keep them controlled, bring them by the side of your hips, and then pull using your biceps. And with the biceps, we're going to be targeting 15 to 20 repetitions. Alright, so this point is where you take a 60-second rest, keep it straight. If you've got a stopwatch, you've got a clock in front of you, make sure you time it, use your phone, and that's how you're going to get through the workout much quicker, and obviously maximizing your gains, because you don't want to rest too much, because your muscles go to a higher rest period. It's tired to go to its relaxing state, and that's what you want to avoid. You don't want it to go right to its relaxing state. You want to keep pushing them, breaking down muscle, keep pushing, and that's the way you're going to maximize muscle breakdown in a shorter time, especially in those 30 minutes when you try to get through the whole workout. And the more you can break down, the more it will grow when you have the right adequate diet to go with it. So 60 seconds, 2 more sets, guys, and then I'm going to move on to the next 3 exercises. Now we're going to start bringing in the ab routine. So guys, let's go over and perform the next 3 exercises in a superset form. I'm going to start with using a dumbbell ab crunch. So we're going to get the same dumbbell weight that you've been using for your biceps. Just grabbing one of those. We're going to use that to do an ab crunch to hit the upper part of our abdominals. So we're going to be targeting somewhere between 10 to 20 repetitions on this exercise. And then we're going to jump onto a chest exercise, which is going to be the dumbbell flies. Again, using the same weight, be able to capitalize the same weight, and it should be just effective enough to reach in between that 8 to 15 repetitions on the flies. And then further from that, we're going to be jumping back onto a kneeling position bicep curls. This time going to regular bicep curls with a twist through the palms and squeezing at the top. So we're hitting both sides of the bicep heads. So let's go into the ab crunch. So grab the dumbbell from either side and just holding in this sort of position. Keep those elbows nicely tucked in as well. And you only want to come up as far as bringing up your middle of your back off the floor. So keeping the lower and the hips onto the ground. And just breathe out at the top. Get the air out to squeeze and contract the abdominals. So the last thing you want to do is hold that air in, which is quite common as you're on the way up. So make sure you're breathing out right at the top. So this particular exercise, you don't have to even use any weights. Depends on how many crunches you can get. If you find it quite difficult anyway to do an ab crunch without using any weight, then go without any weight. But once you finish that, we're going to move straight into the next exercise. So staying where you are, head down again, same position as the ab crunch. Make sure you got those weights ready beside you, so around the sort of shoulder line. So you can just grab those and bring it now into a chest press position. And we're going to go out with flies. So these ones you're trying to have very minimal bend in the arms. So a small bend through the elbows on the way down, so you can get that full stretch into the chest. So get those elbows to touch, and the weights will stay off the ground. And then pull, squeezing your chest muscles, and especially at the top here, you squeeze and locking out your elbows to get that squeeze into the center of the chest. And remember, keep that aligned with the chest as well. So you don't want your dumbbells to be lining with your shoulders. You want them lining with your chest. So bring them a little bit forward. And this one we are targeting between that 8 to 15. Again, just coming straight up, going into that kneeling position without any rest. And we're going to focus on a regular bicep curl, getting that turn through the wrists in here. So starting like what you did with the hammer curl position, but as you come out past the thighs, you want to start to turn the dumbbells. So you've got your palms facing you, facing your shoulders, and then squeeze at the top. And again, avoid the swinging, controlled on the way down, bring it back to the thighs, and then pull, squeezing through your biceps. And again, we're going for high reps here, 15 to 20. Whew. So that's it for this second part of the workout here. 3 exercises back to back. Again, another 1 minute strict rest to keep tight of time here. And you're going to go straight in there. Again, completing 3 rounds. And I'm going to move on to another 3 exercises to finish up this workout routine. So it's going to be again followed with another ab exercise, incorporating chest and biceps. Let's go over, perform the last 3 exercises to finish up this workout routine. Hopefully you manage to get it within the 30 minutes when you finish this routine. So this time we're going to start with the push-ups. So we're going to start with chest exercise, and we're going into regular push-ups, targeting somewhere between 6 to 15, all depends on where you fatigue at this part of the workout. And then moving over to an ab exercise, we're going to be doing a plank hold and focusing on knee crunches, so hitting the midsection as well as the lower abdominals on this one, and targeting some between 10 to 20 reps in total. And then for the last one, again, biceps, finishing off with. And this time we're going to be doing dumbbell preacher curls. You're going to be like, how are we going to do preacher curls? You don't need specifically a preacher curl bench to wrap your arms around. To be honest with you, you can use your own body. So you're going to need a wall for this one. So you can see I've set up the pad there. I'm going to be sitting against my back against there, so it's flat, and it's going to be able to give me a bit of support to be able to do preacher curls. And to do the preacher curls, we're going to use our legs. So I'm going to be in a cross-leg position, and I'm going to show you the exercise when we get to it. So let's start off with the normal push-ups, doing between 6 and 15 repetitions. And again, making sure you're keeping good form all the way through. Line those palms up with the chest and not the shoulders to make sure you're effectively working your chest and not working into your front delts. And then keep a good straight line between shoulders to heel and get that chin all the way down. And then exhale on the way up. So if you're struggling even to get the even minimum out, or you're trying to push yourself to get to the max, you can always drop your knees down on the ground and just finish off the push-up. Like I said, it's about fatiguing the muscle, and not necessarily that you have to do it in full form. It's just make sure you work the muscle. You'll always get stronger and be able to do more reps as you're doing workouts more consistently. So you'll get stronger at doing full push-ups if you're struggling with them. So moving straight in without taking that rest, we're going to go into this plank hold and focusing on those 10 to 20 repetitions. So I'm going to try for about 10 on each leg. So here you want to keep elbows in a straight line with your shoulders to give you that form. And again, bringing those hips down. And this time, you want to slightly raise your hips up, crunching your core. So lock that tight, crunch the core in, lifting those hips up. And it also clears that space for your knee to come through to further crunch into the abdominals. So there, tap the foot as you come as far as in you can bring your knee, and then breathe out. Oh, you're going to really feel that one. You can feel the whole core tightening up. Feels really tight, holding a plank and forcing some knee crunches into that one. So again, into the last exercise without that rest. So let's show you how you're going to perform these concentrated preacher curls. So these are more like a concentrated into your bicep. So really focusing and trying to build and really break down that muscle, getting that full stretch into the biceps. So you want to get yourself into a cross-leg position and push yourself all the way back so you can get your back fairly straight as possible. And I've actually gone lighter on the dumbbells. That's what you're going to find. Concentration curls, things like this, are a lot more difficult to lift a heavier weight load. Very restrictive movement. So what I'm going to do these preacher curls here, get those weights in front of you first. And just before grabbing them, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you just got just below the knee, just this inner thigh bit here, at the just at the back of the knee bit here. Just is where you want to rest your forearms, the back of your forearms here. And so that's just going to be like the most comfortable position you can get, so you don't feel like your arms are digging in as you're pulling through. And then you'll get some part of your elbow just digging into the soft part of your thigh here, so you shouldn't really feel much of any pinch or pain, discomfort. You should just feel pretty comfortable when you're lifting the weight. So you get that comfortable position there, and you want to make sure back straight, because you don't want the weights touching the ground now. You want to just fully extend on the arms, got that full lock in the elbows, and from here you just want to pull in and then get those dumbbells to the shoulders, so you get that full squeeze in the biceps, and bringing it back down again. So we're bringing our repetitions down now. Instead of 15-20, these are 10 to 15. You'll find their biceps are fatiguing much more quicker at this stage. So in my opinion, this exercise is a brilliant exercise, and I find it much more motivating than actually to pull out a bench and pull a preacher curl attachment out and doing it in that way. This is actually much more motivating. I enjoy doing this style of training when you're working at home, and it's actually more beneficial for you in the long term as well. Not only am I able to execute this exercise doing preacher curls and working my biceps in a concentrated form, it's also focusing on my mobility and my flexibility here. So at the same time, I've managed to release some tension in my hips, so open up my outer hips here, and able to sit in this sort of position. So it creates that flexibility. Even sitting in this position helps you even get that posture right as well. The fact that I'm keeping my back position pretty straight when I'm doing the exercise. So more benefits in this exercise than it is just to go and pull out another bench and doing preacher curls in that form. So go overhead and guys, finish up your 3 sets of these last 3 exercises put together to make up your workout. And I'm hoping you're getting through these workouts pretty quick. If you find that you're slowing through, or maybe it's taking you longer than that 30-minute time frame, you can always just reduce your rep range. So make sure you're going for maybe the minimum rep range, and try not to break through in between those exercises. So not taking too many rests in between to trying to complete reps, trying to get through the workout. That's the main thing. Push yourself, target your time around 30 minutes, and just keep pushing all the way through. And it doesn't really make a difference about how much reps that you're failing at. The idea is, as long as you're failing at a particular rep is the main thing. That's you breaking down muscle, that's you pushing, and those reps are only going to build. The more consistently you put these kind of workouts into your routine, the more you exercise, the more you keep pushing, the more you're lifting, you're going to get stronger. So when you're getting stronger, you'll just be able to do more. So you don't have to feel like you can't reach a certain number. You've got to work yourself. You've got to build your physique to that level. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying these workouts. You're going to see more workouts like this every week, so keep up to date and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of these videos. And guys, I will see you in the next video. But for any of you those are still struggling with your workouts, trying to get gains, and you want a bit more coaching, you want some personal workouts, make sure you check out my live coaching. I'll drop the link below, so click on there, check out my live coaching. You can also join the app, start with free workouts, but you need some more tailored programs, then do check out the live coaching. For now guys, that's it from me. I will see you in the next video. Take care, keep working hard, and keep strong.